tips. Oh my god! Daddy!
Now, if you want to edit as fast as little Timmy, do is watch through the whole video and soak up all the tips. The video is really not that long, so just sit down, grab some food, and enjoy and get better at editing. I've hidden one secret tip throughout the video, so make sure you find it and use it in-game to double your editing speed. This video is going to include how to get lower latency, better ping, and faster response time on console to make you edit faster. Also, drop a like on the video in 5 seconds or nothing will happen, it just helps me out a lot. Also, if you're looking to get better on console every single day, make sure you subscribe because I'm always dropping tips to get faster at editing, get better aim, and give you the aimbot settings and macro settings for your controllers to make you into a beast. Other than that, guys, let's jump straight into the first few tips.
Cool, baby.
So we're now talking about how to make your game feel more crisp when building and editing. Sometimes you may notice when you get on early in the morning, your game feels super clean and responsive. As you can see, some of my builds here aren't going through and just feel quite clunky overall. This happens after a few hours of you playing. For some reason, the cache data builds up within your PC or your console, and it makes your game feel way laggier than normal. Now, you can actually reset this and make your game feel way faster and place your builds way smoother when building and editing. So all you have to do is come over to your input section and turn off build immediately, put it onto off, come out into your game, run around for a few seconds and build, go back into your settings and turn that bad boy back on, and this resets the cache within your console, making everything feel way smoother and making sure that your builds are feeling nice and fresh, ready for you to edit fast.
Oh, let's go.
Now, I know the last thing we discussed was how to make your input delay for actual builds on your controller way faster and responsive, but this time we're going to be talking about how you can actually lower the input delay for editing. Now, this console is massive. If you play on console, you'll understand the exact problem I'm talking about. I'm going to show you how to fix it. So if your game is ever feeling unresponsive and laggy, and it's when you're editing, it has a bit of a delay to it, come over to your settings and make sure that your edit hold time is maximized, just like so. And then once it is maximized, you're going to go ahead and turn it all the way down to 0. Apply it, go back out for a second, build, come back in, and turn up the edit hold time to max again and apply that. Even though most of you guys are using a single edit bind, this will still maximize your editing delay and make it way lower than ever before and feel way more responsive.
Oh, let's go.
Now, I know this next tip sounds crazy, but just hear me out. You guys want to improve the speed at editing? Well, speed also comes at the same thing as a consistency. All good editors and all fast editors are good, but it's because they are very consistent with their edits too, landing every single edit they make. Now, if you want to improve your consistency, turning on auto open doors could be the key to that. So when it comes to complex editing, sometimes you guys might actually edit a door rather than the Dorito edit you were looking for. Now, this completely cucks your edit and it will ruin your consistency overall. And of course, I'll have my build map edit out, so I'll have to close this off, then hit X to walk through and carry on. But if we come into our settings and actually turn on auto open doors, this means that if we ever run into a door where it's like this, you can just walk into it. Even if you have your building map out just like so, you can just walk straight through it and carry on with your build, making you more consistent and faster.
Now, a word from our sponsor. So this is the new HYPERX Cloud Stinger Core Wireless Gaming Headset. They're also compatible with new generation consoles, PS5s and PCs. Now you can charge these with a simple cable and they can last up to 17 hours of battery life, so you'll never run out of power during gaming. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm always running into problems with my wires and my microphone getting in the way. But with the ease of access of the Stinger headset and the swivel to mute function, I never have that problem and I'm always feeling free while gaming. So if you're looking for new headphones, these are the best quality at the cheapest price you'll find. Comment HYPERX down below and I'm going to be giving away a pair for free. Get these now exclusively at Argos with the link in description.
Now, the reason why I'm bringing up having a controller wired or wireless, now it seems like a very obvious question that everyone would want to have a wired connection as it is faster, everyone knows that. But what if I told you that is actually wrong, and actually some Bluetooth connections can actually be faster than an actual original wired connection? Now, the reason this is important to you guys is because that means that you can edit faster as you have lower input delay. And therefore, by having a faster connection means you can edit faster and more like a macro. Now, how you can tell if you have one of these controllers that are faster by using Bluetooth or if they're faster by using a wired connection. Now it's basically just down to if you have a newer controller or an older controller, but there's some ways you can actually differentiate if they are a new or old if you don't know. With an Xbox controller, there is usually an indented line across here, but with some of the newer ones, it's more of a flat traditional line all the way across. Unfortunately, with other controllers, there isn't really many ways to differentiate, so if you've just bought a controller within the past 3 to 4 months, I would say it's one of the new ones, so try to use Bluetooth over a wired connection, as they actually have a new frequency they run on rather than a wired connection. I'll have a graph up on screen showing you that some of the new DualShock 4 controllers and Xbox controllers are actually faster than a wired connection.
Oh, that was nasty.
Now for the final secret tip of today's video, I'm going to be talking about a foot controller and what it does. Now you may have heard about foot controller before, but do you actually understand how to use it to your benefit to give you lower input delay to make you edit like a macro? Well, I can guarantee not. Now, foot controllers are a thing that was designed for the old PS3s and Xbox 360s a long time ago. Now, these foot controllers do still work, and I'll have a picture on screen of what they actually look like. However, the only problem was with these things is that they came with a great amount of input delay. However, Fortnite knew this, and to counter this, what they did was allow you to still use the option for a foot controller, but they figured out a way to remove that input delay. Now, by coming into your controller settings, if we go ahead and turn it off and apply it, walk around for a few seconds, and come back and turn it on, and leave it on 1% dead zone. Now, what this is it actually then believes that your Xbox controller, your PS4 controller, your Nintendo Switch, whatever it is one of these foot controllers that have these minimum amount of input delay. Now, why this is so good for you is because the minimum input delay means that you can edit way faster on your console or your PC with a controller, as it believes your input is one of these old controllers that actually have now a way lower input delay.